Welcome to another Raju's Rants. This is Raju, and today I'm going to be talking about the Penguin. Please excuse me, I'm a little, I got this stupid cough, under the weather. I've been fighting it for like forever now, and for some reason, it just keeps on coming back and back and back, and it just sucks. I can't get rid of it. It's sinus issues. But, yeah, the Penguin finished. Spoiler warning, I'm going to be talking about spoilers, especially that season finale. Absolutely amazing. But a lot of people, well, I shouldn't say a lot of people, everyone that watched it seemed to really like it. There are a few people that said it was boring, which I guess I can see. You know, when you're thinking of Batman, you're thinking of very action-oriented, but I thought this could stand on its own as a show. I honestly don't feel like you needed Batman in it, and Batman wasn't in it. They mentioned him a couple times, and there was the bat signal at the end of the show. They mentioned Selena Kyle, and of course this takes place in the Batman universe. What's his name, Pattinson? And then Matt Reeves' Batman, the Batman, which was, I enjoyed that movie. I know a lot of people kind of dogged on it, but I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was fine. It wasn't like the best thing ever. I still prefer Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, but I still think it was really good. And apparently this show, The Penguin, didn't get a lot of views, which really sucks because I felt like it was an amazing show. The acting, and of course we all know Colin Farrell played the Penguin. He played Oz Cobb, which I don't know why they didn't just call him Oswald Cobblepot. I hate the fact that they shortened his last name. It seemed like a very unnecessary change to me, but whatever. It wasn't. It didn't take away from the show at all or his character. The prosthetics, the makeup, apparently was a pain in the ass for him to wear, and he doesn't want to wear it again. But money talks and Emmys, awards talk. But I thought he was amazing. I forgot a lot of times that it was him. And then the lady that plays Sophia, amazing. The kid that played Vic, amazing. His mother, amazing from top to bottom. And man, I was heartbroken at the end when he killed Vic. And I thought that could happen because the way he was acting about... If you ever notice when Vic would tell him certain things most of the time about like what bothered Vic or about his family... Penguin's response was kind of like, yeah, and he like he wasn't paying attention. And that's like the true sign of a very narcissistic person, and the way he would manipulate things. He manipulated everything. He tried to say, oh, I did it for my mom, but he didn't. He did it for himself. And then there was the one episode where his mother was like, I don't want to be a vegetable. I don't want to be one of those old ladies that, her mind is gone and she's shitting all over herself and stuff like that. And what happens? That's exactly what happens to her, and he still keeps her living. And he, pretty much has her all to himself now, which is, it's just crazy. He's such a good villain because he's such a piece of shit. And it just shows, he is a villain. He's a real bad guy. There's no redeeming qualities. And the redeeming quality that he did have, he killed, which was, I think, Vic. Vic was... I don't think he loved Vic, but he liked Vic enough to where that was a weakness, and he had to get rid of the weakness, so he got rid of Vic. I think the way they ended it, with Vic just being choked out, he could definitely come back. I don't know if he should, because it kind of takes away from that a little bit. And this was supposed to be a limited series, but now that it got such high praise, they are talking about a season 2. So that's possible. I know Colin Farrell did say that he's going to be he has a few scenes in the next Batman movie, and I swear I read somewhere that he had said that he will be the main villain in the third Batman film. So we'll see. I could see that, though. He has such a powerful presence as the Penguin in this series that it was just really, really good. But he has some hell to pay because you got Sophia coming back, probably with Catwoman, so we'll see where that goes. She was such a great character. And I guess in the comics, too, that I remember, Sophia Falcone was like this big, huge lady. And in this, like, she's just, the small, petite Sophia. But, man, she did was it Christina Milione or something like that. She did such a great job. She was awesome. Very intimidating right off the bat. I was like, there's something off with this lady. And then just the way she played things, she was just great, man. Really good. And I didn't know how the show was going to end. I didn't know what characters would live. I didn't know what characters would survive. And when he had her at gunpoint at the very end of the last episode, I was like, ooh, is he going to let her go? And I wanted him to let her go. And he did, but it was such a smart move why he did it. Because she takes the fall for everything. And now he has that one guy that's, I don't know, he's the police chief or whatever. He's in his good graces. So it's just, he played such a smart game from being the guy that no one would look at, everybody would ignore, no one thought he was anything. He played such a smart game, so you have to admire that part of him. But then he's this psychopath too, when he burns the Falcone's rival or his wife and son, and he kind of smiles. It's like, oh, you know he's a piece of shit, like right there. But then they kind of drag you along a little bit, and they give you little things like maybe he is a good guy, or maybe he's good with Vic. And then you see the story about how he killed his two brothers and the weird obsession with his mother, almost incestuous on him, not her part. But it's just really, really well done. The writing, the acting, the story itself, how it was portrayed, how they portrayed Gotham. And they did all of this without Batman. And I think that is such a great showing for a series. And like I said, this could stand alone, and it would have been amazing. And it was amazing. I don't understand how people could say it was bad. I get some people are just like, I just wasn't into it like you were, or saying it was boring. I guess. I mean, it's hard for me to see that, but to each their own. I thought it was amazing. Thought it was phenomenal. I really look forward to seeing more Colin Farrell. Hopefully all the main players are up for or nominated for like Emmys, because man, they were just great. The way his mother acted, and I felt her pain. I felt her frustration. I felt her anger towards Oz. I felt Vic's innocence and his need and want to be more than what his father was, and to be somebody, and needing Oz's approval, needing that father figure approval. That's just, it's such a, I felt all of that. Then Sophia's frustration, her descent into madness, and then her trying to not descend into madness and trying to make herself better and do things differently than her father did, and the war, but rule with an iron fist, but with respect as well, but not how her father did it. I thought, and bringing the Falcones together, it was just, I felt the character motivations. I felt the characters' ups and downs. I felt everything, every character. I felt it, and it's just a great show. Those are signs of a great show. There's so many shows out there nowadays, especially from Marvel and Star Wars. You don't feel that. The writing's not there. The character motivation isn't there. And this is such a great show. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I do understand why some people didn't, or they didn't think it was that great, I guess. But to me, it was top-notch TV, and I can't wait to see where it goes. And man, I hope Oz gets his. He goes down as one of those legendary villains like Walt from Breaking Bad or Tony Soprano. These are guys that you want to root for, but you really realize that they're pieces of shit. That's exactly how Oz is. He's a bad guy. There's no really redeeming qualities about him. But great show. Hats off to the Penguin. Top hats off to the Penguin and everybody involved in that. Just excellent, top to bottom, 1 through 8. I was hooked. Couldn't wait to see how it ended. Did not know how it was going to end, and I was on the edge of my seat all the way till the end. And fuck, man. Fuck you, Oz, for possibly killing Vic. So, oof. I hope Batman finds you and whoops your ass. And I'm okay with Batman disregarding his no-kill rule for Oz. But you guys take care. Have a good one. And we'll talk to you soon.